Hey you guys, what's cracking? Godsman here, coming at you with another fight night. Now, the Buddyfight collab is in full swing, and just earlier today, we got ourselves the reveal of the second Buddyfight deck, which is Jackknife. Many people saw this one go, because Tatsuya is a prominent character of the Buddyfight anime, from what I hear, and Jackknife is a great rival deck, so this is a great complement to go against Drum Bunker Dragon, and we thought, since there's two of them now, it's time for a fight night. Now, joined with me is Zenon, who has kind of become my de facto partner for a lot of these fight nights as of late. Isn't that right, man?
That is true. Yeah, I've been here a lot more recently.
Yeah,
I'm still glad to be here.
appreciating
It's great being able to fight.
Agreed with that. And this is going to be a particularly great fight because the Buddyfight collab is pretty much unlike anything we've seen in Vanguard because we're basically playing Buddyfight. I mean, shoot, even your starter, the flag itself, says that you become a Buddy Fighter. So we even though this is a Vanguard battle, right? We're kind of treading that line, quite frankly. So we're gonna have ourselves a nice, good old fashioned Buddyfight brawl. What do they call? What do they call it? Buddyfight battle brawl.
PvP battle?
It's hard to say. It feels like they need those lingos.
I think we are just gonna have a good old fight.
Yeah, I guess it is a buddy fight. Oh yeah, duh, it's in the name. It's a buddy fight. That's what it is. You know, you don't say buddy fight X. It's buddy fight. I'm confusing myself. Let's get this started. Okay then. Raise the flag.
Raise the flag.
Dragon World.
Also Dragon World. These are the only two out so far. Maybe we'll get another one.
Maybe. We're gonna figure that out. Alright, I draw. From my hand, I'll discard Baby Drum in order to ride from the ride deck into Mikado. Now, with that, I'm able to get myself the unique crest afforded to all Buddyfight decks.
Hold on, before we forget, we gotta get our buddy monsters out.
Oh yeah, our buddy monsters, don't they come out when we get our crest?
Nope, they come out when you ride the grade 0 flips up.
Ah, alright. So my buddy is Drum Bunker Dragon. How about you?
My buddy is Jackknife Dispersal.
Oh my god, it's a dinosaur with knives. That's pretty cool. That's very touchy-kaze. Alright, for good stuff. Alright, so now that I've rode into Mikado, here's what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, that's right, the flag says it right here. So what happens is when you ride, you put a flag from your soul into the order zone. So my flag is now over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my buddy alongside it because they go together. And after I do that, I can not only have access to gauge, I can put 2 gauge from the top of my deck face down. So let's go ahead and put 2 gauge. Now, we don't know the rulings on this yet, but in the game of Buddyfight, you can't look at your gauge. But in the game of Vanguard, it's hard to gauge, pun intended, whether or not we could look at these cards. So for the sake of brevity, we're going to go ahead and use our Buddyfight in understanding of this and not look at our gauge for the duration of this match. Now, Mikado activates. When I ride it over Dragon World, I can look at the top 7 cards in my deck. I can add either Armor Dragon or an item card from among them to the hand. That gives me a lot of choices here. Alright, and in this case, I'm going to go for Thunder Knight Drum. And after that search, I think I also get a charge and draw, right?
You do.
Alright, let's charge and draw. Ooh.
That sounds like a good draw you got there.
Yeah, that's a great draw. But I'll show you a little bit more of what I mean next turn. I pass the turn over to you.
Stand and draw. I'll start by... We'll discard Jackknife Burn Energy.
Crazy effing card. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. You ride Buddy Police Boy Tasakuri as a similar scenario. Yeah, apparently. Well, you know what? This is definitely something we gotta do. We gotta watch the anime at some point.
True that, man. Holy crap! With the Shadowverse Worlds Beyond coming out, my schedule just gets more and more packed, my guy.
These two go over here. I'll put this behind, and then just so I can keep them all collected, I don't have to ever like open up the menu. I'm going to put the gauge into my ride zone. And then I'm going to charge and draw.
See, I'm a real buddy fighter, so I'm just gonna have it all sprawled out on my field and just deal with it.
And then I'm going to activate my Vanguard skill. When placed, I check the top 7 cards from my deck for a card, any card with Jackknife in its name.
Sheesh, dude. This actually seems a little tamed compared to what like Gao can do here, because Gao could have also just added me the Sun Fist if I wanted.
Yeah, honestly, kind of nuts. I mean, do you want me getting my equipo immediately?
I mean, no. I don't want you to be MLB yet. You're gonna have to wait your effing turn.
Yeah. I mean, because this also searches the equip already, so... I mean, yours also could do that as well.
Oh, yeah, because yours is... Because, I mean, yeah, because isn't the equip an item card anyway? So just go freaking figure.
Well, I mean, the equip is also Jackknife.
Well, yeah, well, I meant more for the Gao side, because you have a point there. I guess the only difference between the two is that, like, it could include any item in the first search. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how that goes. So what Jackknife are we adding here, brother?
It can also add this. Jackknife's Gift.
I'm just waiting, I guess I'm waiting for the reveal. There it is. Choose a Jackknife from your drop, put it into Buddy Soul of your rear guard with Jackknife, and then after you Jackknife a person's tires and slash them, you can Jackknife your wife.
Anyway, I'm now going to attack your Vanguard.
Don't you mean my buddy? I take it.
Your buddy, yes.
My buddy.
Right, yeah.
Gal's my buddy.
Front trigger.
Oh, okay, just effect. And then my damage check. Sure.
I passed the turn.
Let's draw. Ooh, okay. Now then, I'll discard. Let's see. So beginning of the ride phase is charge and draw. So I need to charge and draw before I do that, which means charge and draw. Ooh, okay. Now I discard. And we'll ride into Gao Mikado. Now Gao Mikado has the same basic effect that it did last turn, so let's go ahead and get ourselves peep off the top 7 here. I'm gonna add Drum Bunker Dragon to my hand.
Alright.
Okay. Now then, from the drop here, let's go ahead and activate the skill. So I can bind it from the drop zone by playing it, and because I have a Gao Vanguard, or a 5th Omni, in this case I have a Gao Vanguard, I can bind it to put the top card face down as a gauge, and then draw a card.
Seems pretty nice, pretty nice.
Yeah, build enough resources. Now then, let's go ahead and pay ourselves a gauge. And put the top card of my deck into the Buddy Soul. For Drum Bunker Dragon. Oh, hey, check that out. And on top of that, I'm going to pay another gauge. And then I can choose a card from the top of the deck or the drop to put into the Buddy Soul. And I'm going to choose the drop in this case. And then let me Soul Blast 1 in order to call mini drum, baby drum to the back row here. Now, when this is placed, Counter Blast 1 because I've got a Gao Mikado in order to draw a card. And now it's time for battle. Drum Bunker Dragon will attack the Vanguard. This will be for 10. Or should I say your buddy?
Let's see. Well, no guard this one. Damage check. Front trigger.
That ain't stopping me. I'm going for a 1 to pass with Gao Mikado.
No guard. Bring it on.
Let's see what we got. Drive check. No trigger. But I'm not done yet. 18 on 18 with my Blue Sky Knight drum bunker. What you gonna do?
We'll guard it. Or
okay,
front
buddy.
guard check.
I'll pass.
Alright. I stand, and then I draw. I'm gonna charge and draw.
Okay, okay.
Then I'm going to discard 1 to draw my grade 2.
Just another Tatsuya.
However, this one has a bit of a delayed effect. This one will not proc until my next turn.
But when you do, you can Soul Blast to add any Jackknife back. And it's interesting because it has a card, so that can include, like, the orders and stuff. So I guess it's about as good. I mean, that's a pretty versatile effect, right? I mean, that can't whiff, you know, it costs a soul to do it.
We're gonna
Jeez,
Soul Blast, pay the cost of the gauge, and then 1 card from deck and 1 card from drop are this card's Buddy Soul.
Hey! That's my card! What are you doing with that Tatsuya? That's my buddy.
Generic cards are generic cards and they work well. No, this is not just it.
It's definitely got a lot of shield on it now all of a sudden.
Problem is my deck kind of requires a card. Well, once I get to the grade 2.
All you need to see Gold Ritter, dude. If you don't see Gold Ritter, you're not playing the deck.
Not even that. It's just I just need to see a Jackknife to call.
What? How do you not have a Jackknife?
I don't know.
Come on, he's
like,
right there. Just buddy call him.
The problem is these cards can't call unless like calling on top of a Jackknife. That's the card they're both off.
Oh man, that's jacked up.
This is a 10 tier Vanguard.
Take. Just don't crit me, bro.
Right, yeah.
Damn.
I mean that?
Yeah, I mean that.
Oh,
I meant for you not to do that. Ooh, draw trigger though. I'm gonna give it to my Vanguard.
Mr. -7 here over here at this current state.
Oh.
I'm just talking about the draw, like the draw trigger. If you were to play it, it'd be.
Yeah, I know, right? Just pitch all the hands to draw to. It's like, why do that? Why hate yourself like that?
Now this is one.
let me go ahead and intercept with Blue Sky Knight Drum Bunker.
Now I cast the turn.
Alright. Stand and draw. So stay. Charge and draw. And then discard from my hand. The idol. Mighty Sun Fighter Gao Mikado. Now let's get this going here. I'm going to go ahead and group up the zone into soul so that no one's confused about what that one's doing there. Now, Gao Mikado has the power of Link Attack, so he can rest a rear guard in order to have its power be added to his, and then he can restand it for the price of a counter blast. Now, let's see here. What else do I want to do right now? Okay. I'm going to activate skill of Gao Mikado. I'm going to Soul Blast 1 in order to search the deck or drop for Drum Bunker Dragon and Superior Call it. But in order to call Drum Bunker Dragon, I need to pay a gauge. So let's go ahead and pay a gauge. Where are you? There you are. Shuffle up. Now let's get Drum. Hey, look at that. Now that's a familiar card, might I say. Now, Drum Bunker Dragon skill. Normally I have to pay a gauge for this, but because of the skill Gao Mikado, it's been reduced by 1. So now Drum Bunker Dragon evolves, much like Trickstar, might I say. And we're going to evolve it to any of the other drums that I so choose. Let's see here. What do I pick here? Got a lot of appealing options right now. This isn't too useful at the moment because the opponent needs to be at grade 3 in order to really get its full potential off, so I don't feel that very much. Let's see. I can't add that, obviously. I think I'm going to go for the Sky Knight. And then, with Sky Knight's skill, he doesn't. I don't have to get the gauge. But Drum Bunker, because it doesn't has its. So when it does it right, you can without doing the call cost. And because a part of the call cost is putting a card into its gauge, I don't gauge it either. But now, for the price of no counterblast, because my Gao is the Mighty Sun Fighter, I can draw 1 card from it.
Just for free!
For free! Then, one last thing. Drum Bunker Dragon, move to the back row. I won't be needing you, buddy. Instead, I'm going to pay 1 more gauge. Let's see what this mystery card was. Ah, it was another Gao. Interesting. And I'm going to gauge from the Drop Zone card. So let's gauge ourselves this drop. In order to Kori. Now this one is Crimson Battler Drum Bunker Dragon. Crimson Battler has a skill that when it attacks or becomes in the link state, it can get itself a critical until the end of the turn, and that's regardless of the opponent's grade. Now it's time for battle. Let's do this. Attack here. Skill. Hatso. Counterblast 1. Oh no, not yet. I gotta rest. So now we link attack. And this link attack is going to proc, giving an extra critical here. So we're going to be attacking for 23 on your Vanguards.
I won't guard.
Okay then. Twin Drive. Check 1. Critical trigger. Critical is going to go here. And then power will be going over to my rear guard. Which, kind of funnily enough, because we're in the link state, I think that means it could apply over here. But nay bother with that. Check 2. No trigger.
Gotcha.
And now, just like that, I evened up the score.
Let's check. No trigger. There he is, the one I was looking for.
You wanted a Jackknife. Any Jackknife would do. Oh, and then there's crazy Jackknife. There's Jackknife going plus ultra. And now, by counterblasting 1, stands Crimson Battler Drum Bunker Dragon. Drum Bunker Dragon attacks for 20 with a critical on your Vanguard.
We'll guard that.
Ooh. Alright then. Finally, let's attack for 18 on your Vanguard.
We'll guard that again.
I'm so surprised you didn't use your interceptor there. But that is totally fine with me. Now that we've reached the end of the turn, let me go ahead, take off all those power bonuses, and pass over to you. Let's see what you got, Jackknife.
I'll show you. Stand and I draw. Start of the turn. Charge and draw. Then we'll discard. And I'm gonna just immediately Soul Blast to grade 2 out the right. Future Force Possessor does accrue to you. With the skill of grade 2, I add back Jackknife's gift.
Ooh. You just need a Jackknife, dude. It's all you gotta do. Pay a gauge.
Luckily for me,
for Jackknife. Okay, cool. You got it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, these Buddyfight collabs are really powerful, dude. They've got so much like searchability and like really raw good win conditions between the finishers, the items, the various different units that they have at their disposal.
Definitely, yeah. So we're gonna CB1 for the act skill of my. Actually, that's the one attack. No one.
All you have to do is pay a gauge, and then you can call the Jackknife or add it to the hand, and you don't even need to pay the call cost for whatever you get from this. So it's a lot like the Soul Blast on the Gal Mikado here. I can just get myself the Drum Bunker Dragon, and... What? Oh, your gauge was an over trigger, was it? How unfortunate, buddy.
Very much so.
I mean, for all I know, mine is gauge 2, I think. Actually, no, I think I got rid of all my unknown gauge by this point, so I think I know. Yeah, I think it's still in there. Huh.
Oh well, so we are going to call Jackknife Dragon.
Just straight up Jackknife Dragon. Okay. That's it. That's all it is. It's just like Drum Bunker Dragon, just the basic version. So let's see. You can do the gauge cost to search for another Jackknife, call it on top without its call, and okay. So yeah, just like Drum Bunker Dragon, it evolves.
Yes, it does.
Oh, and then here's your finishing move. Now, our finishing moves are very different, right? Now, his finishing move is called Dragonic Punisher, and it allows him, for the price of Counterblast, discarding the Dragonic Punisher and paying 2 gauge, and also saying Final Phase, he can restand on one of his rear guards at the end of the turn and attack the opponent's Vanguard. Gargantua Punisher, on the other hand, requires to pay 4 gauge, but you get to stand your Vanguard. So... Gargantua Punisher has like a little bit more restrictions. You needed to have like Persona Road, and the opponent needs to have 4 or more damage. So it's really tough timing to like really get this done. So it's hard. It's hard, dude.
I'm going to. Oh, this works so great! I just drew the most perfect card.
Is it Gold Reader?
No, it's a little different. So we are going to activate. Do I even have a Jackknife in the drop zone? No, I don't.
You don't have a Jackknife. Come on, bro. Where's your basics? You need to have Jackknives.
Yes, but don't worry. I can fix this.
Maybe this is karma for stealing my buddy over there.
Maybe. Well, what I am going to do, is activate, do my buddy call Hearing now.
Ooh, you buddy call. Now, it's a once per fight skill that if your Vanguard's great tier or greater, you can choose a buddy monster from your order zone, call it, and countercharge one. Now, you have to pay its call cost, though. So, the call cost is to pay the gauge and place it on top, which means that this Jackknife could be on top of the other Jackknife. So, you can keep evolving, which is nice.
Is this a Jackknife? I'm pretty sure it is a Jackknife. And then I get the countercharge one.
Yep, you get the countercharge one just like that. So
now
a lot of resources. What can you do with it, though?
Well, specifically, what I can do is activate this order now, Jackknife Gift, by setting this Jackknife from the drop zone as the buddy soul for the Jackknife here. I get to search my deck for the very funny order. Gold Ritter Jackknife.
Explain this. Explain this monstrosity.
Alright. To everyone out there, this is an arm card, but first of all, this is also, while this is an order, it does not get played. It simply has an effect from the hand that lets me arm it, so I am allowed to use it the same turn I use this.
You need to have your opponent be a great tier or greater, thankfully for it, but he went second, so he gets to do this right now. And it also requires you to retire a Jackknife that has 2 or more buddy soul, so it's kind of expensive. But what are the benefits of it?
So at the cost of sacrificing my buddy there, my Vanguard's power permanently becomes 20,000. I get triple drive, and in any other matchup, well, there's probably going to be a Buddyfight deck that also does this, but my Vanguard cannot be chosen by my opponent's effects.
Oh man.
I just bought deck by Vanguard.
You go get him back. And man, Blankmeyer quakes in fear at this.
Yes, there.
Oh man, Blankmeyer is like, you lose all of your abilities, and also you have only 1 drive. It's like, well, actually, because of Gold Ritter, my Vanguard is still going to multi-attack and has the triple drive and is 20k power no matter what. You can't stop these because it's all coming from an order. So, F you, Blankmeyer.
Also, you just can't remove its skills.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Alright,
just saying F you, Blankmeyer.
Now you all must be wondering, but Xenon, why would you get rid of that stack you worked so hard to make? Well, this is why. I call Circle Knife Dragon. And with its very simple skill, he is going to retire himself and allow me to add a Jackknife from the drop zone back to my hand.
Okay. You cooking.
So I add back said Jackknife Dragon. And then, oh yeah, is this? Am I cooking? I think I am. So to call this card, I need to pay the cost now. I am going to pay the call cost and.
Oh, it's the mini Jackknife.
Yes. Mini.
Yeah, you're a mini. You can Soul Blast to get it back. Alright, so there's Jackknife. You can get it back, and then you can pay a gauge to evolve it with another Jackknife, and you don't even need to pay that thing's cost. That's amazing. Ooh, yes.
You want to know what I'm gonna do?
Don't tell. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pay a gauge.
Okay.
And then search my deck. Definitely start, and there's still another copy of the card in there.
I'm listening.
Yes, there is at least 1 more copy of Burn Energy. Because this card is just stupid!
Oh my god, and so now you can counterblast 1 to draw and put the top card of your deck face down as a gauge, as well as gauge a card from... Oh man. Oh Xenon, what are we gonna do about burn energy? That's really bad, dude. Oh, that's so bad.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Unlimited.
Oh,
do you have another
by the way,
Jackknife?
no, but I don't need that anymore. The only time I need like the 2 or more is specifically for the gold trigger.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean that. I just mean because like, don't get me wrong, burn energy is great for resources. It gives you energy, quite literally, but it sucks. It sucks at combat. So I figured you'd want something with a little more.
Oh, did I ever mention my Vanguard's effect?
To restand itself at the end of the first battle because of Gold Ritter, or the part where you restand a Jackknife?
Or the part where all of my Jackknives continuously get 5k power.
Oh, hey, that's a cool one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh man, you're cooking, Xena. And this thing's gonna come at me with triple drive.
So, alright, we are now going to swing 10 on your Vanguard.
Wait. Xena, don't make the same mistake. This thingy, it says at the end of battle, if the attack is the first battle that you
That
it's performed.
This guy. The wording on it.
Intercept.
And now this is gonna swing for 33.
I'm taking that crap. I want to Naive. Oh yes. Oh yes. All effects go to the Vanguard. Am I sweet? The love of my life. Critical trigger.
Are you also an armor dragon?
I
think he's okay. I could definitely be playing this crit if I wanted to, but I'm not.
Yeah, you definitely could, because if you look at the kanji on like their typing, they should all be armor dragon because they have the same kanji.
Yeah. Alright, and then this is a when this unit attacks, so I do pay this EV now. Then this guy.
Stand Jackknife, and then of course, okay. Your OT is gone, so I don't need to worry about that. The max power is 50,
yeah.
So if I give you 30 shield, I can say no. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna guard with Soul Front and also this critical trigger to make it a no pass. Soul Front's gonna go into Soul after this battle, but go ahead and do your triple drive first.
Right. First check.
Gold Ritter. There's no point to playing more of this, right? Like, it's just a discard or like charge and draw card now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just play a couple copies. Like, I play 2 because if one goes missing...
I'm not gonna lie, my boy, because of how gauging works, like the random gauge and stuff, you might want to play 30.
No, well, no, because if I gauge, like, it, and then I drop it, I can get it back literally 1,000 of my cards.
But, like, if you can't see your gauge, how do you know which one to drop?
There's only... It's pretty much, it's like, okay, this isn't a Jackknife, this isn't a Gold Ritter, then I'll pay the other ones until I find the Gold Ritter. Also, by the way, second check. Persona, third check.
Oh, boy.
Critical trigger.
That's all Jackknife needs to pressure. Very nice.
Crit the rear guard power to Van.
Gotcha.
And then Vanguard stands.
Wait, what the heck? But why are you doing that for? Jackknife can't hurt me anymore.
Oh, right. You can't. I'd have to give all to Vanguard.
Yeah, Jackknife can't hurt me, dingus.
Sure, all the Vanguard. I was trying to cook, but I can't cook right now.
Yeah, you were like, if I split the power, if I carry the 2, and it's like, if you carry the 2, it's gonna lead to your doom.
Dang. That's one of the other guys. Oh well, this will swing for 30. No drives.
30 no drives. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and intercept with. I'm gonna intercept with the Sky Knight. And it's gonna get an extra 5,000 in the shield because of Drum Bunker Dragon in its Buddy Soul.
Gotcha.
Oh, would you look at that? Well, 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 Jackknife. Looks like you were unable to finish me off.
Well, I'll simply get you the next turn.
Let me say some Xbox doing Doritos type crap. Like, I'm going to cream you this turn. All right, stand and draw. That's a card. Okay, decision time, because there's a really good card to charge and draw here, but in so doing, I basically abandoned the coolest maneuver you can do in this deck. So I don't know if I want to abandon that maneuver or not. Let me think about this. So if I charge and draw, I can get a 3. Now, if I do Sky Knights... Okay, so here's the thing. I'm just going to be candid with you, Zeno. I'm going to be candid with you. I'm trying to debate between Drum the Future, which is my Gabuelius, or Gargantua Punisher.
I see.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate what to do here. You know what? Charge and draw. And then, ooh, okay. From my hand, I Persona Ride. Mighty Sunfighter Gal Mikado. Let's do this. I've got 3 in there. Drum moves up. Now, Soshite. I activate once per fight. Buddyfight. I pay a gauge. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. And then I'm going to put the top card of the deck into the Buddy Soul. That's also unfortunate. But who needs defense when you've got a buttload of offense? Okay. Now then, I can go ahead and activate skills here.
Did you get your counter charge?
Yep, I'm going to get my counter charge. We'll counter charge this one. Now, in order to activate skill of Drum Bunker Dragon. Drum Bunker Dragon's gonna have to gauge either way in order to get the cards going. So, yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna move you back. It's still not time for you. Instead, I'm going to pay 1 gauge. And put a card from the drop. So let's put a previous Drum Bunker Dragon in order to make way. Do I want... Yeah, I need more gauge. Now, since I did that, I get a soul for the drop there, and I draw a card without paying a counterblast. Okay. Now, using the skill of this Drum Bunker Dragon, I'm going to pay another gauge. I'm running a little low there, but that's perfectly fine. Gargantua Punisher. And let's evolve Drum Bunker into Drum Bunker Dragon the Future. Now, Drum the Future, during my turn, if the opponent's Great 3 or greater, Drum the Future is going to get an extra 10,000 power. Then, this is in addition to the Persona Ride, which is in effect, which is going to give another 10,000 power to my entire front row. From my hand, I call Baby Drum. Let's get this going. I attack. Now with this skill, when I attack a Grade 3 or greater unit, I'm going to place a gauge. So this is going to be for 20 on your Vanguard. Wait, no, it's 25 actually, because I forget about the skill of Drum Bunker Dragon, which is going to give an extra 5,000 power here. Even though he may evolve, he still maintains vestiges of his abilities.
And this one also then gets that same 5.
Yeah. How do you like that, Xenon?
No god damage. Front trigger.
It won't be enough. Now, let's go ahead and swing with support. And activating skill, I'm going to link attack. So that's going to be an extra... Okay. Now, it's the unit rests for this cost, and this unit becomes a link attack state. So they're going to total up their power. So 38 is going to be totaling up with 23 for 51, and then 51 is getting boosted by this. This is 59 on your Vanguard with Twin Drive.
59.
Yo.
Here's a PG to the face.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, we're just not like that.
Check 1. That's going to be a critical trigger. I'm going to give all effects to Drum the Future. Check 2. Heal trigger. Let's recover a damage. Ah, now that's finally going to get back into play. Drum the Future is absolutely huge. So because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and give power over here. And now, Counterblast 1. And standing up both of these rear guards. Now, Drum the Future gained a skill and it became a link attack state. He's going to show you what it is. Now, when this attacks, if I have 4 more cards in the damage zone like Gabuelius, or if I Persona Road instead, which makes it better than Gabuelius, I'm able to nullify all of your auto abilities for this battle. And then on top of that, I can Counterblast 1 to take away a drive and perform a drive check.
48.
Let's see, 48. Oh, it's got a booster behind it. So this is going to be for 56 with a critical, 1 drive. And you can't use auto abilities. You're going to have to give me everything. I'm not going to lie to you. Gargantua Punisher is kind of bait.
Yeah. So we're gonna guard with all of these and an intercept.
Let's see. So that's for a total of 63.
Well, no, remember, I have an extra 7k power on my Vanguard. So
so you're 70.
70.
Oh, MLB. Okay, drive trigger check. No trigger.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And now that you did that, let's go ahead and attack for 35 on the Vanguard.
Oh, actually, hold on. I could save myself from shield. I forgot one key thing.
You're not talking about the interceptor, are you?
No, I'm talking about the front trigger that I checked.
Brother. Oh, did I even
I could at least
Speaking of front triggers, yeah, I goofed up. That front trigger should be in my soul right now.
Alright. Quick little thing. Alright, but I basically just saved myself.
Okay. Sure thing.
And this is
but this is going to be 35.
For 35 by 30. But then we'll use this interceptor for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then. And then I'm going to pass the turn over to you.
Alright. We're going to stand.
So what you gonna do, bro? You're almost out of resources, Jackknife.
Does it really feel that way to you?
I mean, it feels like that. I mean, shoot, dude. You've only got 4 cards in the hand, my guy.
Well, first I'm going to Persona. Actually, hold on. Before I Persona.
You gotta charge and draw.
Yeah. It's one of the game. Now we Persona ride, draw a card,
Okay.
gain 10k to the Vanguard. Just to the front row. My Vanguard is now at 30k power. Ooh.
Ooh. The craziest thing about Gold Ritter is that it's free to get that restand.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's why
it just does it.
It's why it tanks your drive to 0.
Yeah, it has to, because otherwise, what the heck, man?
We're gonna call this little fella here because he does nothing, and then we're gonna activate Jackknife Braveheart.
He's one of the very few boosters in either of our decks.
Yes. I'm gonna pay a gauge. Go ahead. Let me just check my deck first. Do I have? Yes. We're gonna call Jackknife from the deck. We're just gonna I'm just gonna put this card here now so I can activate Jackknife skill. I'll just make sure to pay the gauge after.
Okay.
Shuffle.
What, you don't want to get more gauge, bro?
No, I think I'm pretty fine as it. 5, 5. So it's 2 sets of 5, so this thing's currently at 10, 30. This also gets 5k power. And now I'm going to swing on your Vanguard boosted for 10, 20, 30, 43.
43. That's a decent attack. I'll take it. Hey, buddy.
Next up, my Vanguard will attack, activating its skill, CB1, then Jackknife Dispersal. Dispersal skill activates when stood if, by the ability of my Tassatu, it gains a critical, and since I have Gold Ritter equipped, it gains an additional 5k power.
Alright, cool. But,
30k with the triple drive.
30k, which means max is 60. Okay, in which case, here, catch this, Pete. Catch this freaking over trigger for a no pass.
Alright. First check. Trigger. Second check. Trigger. Third check.
Whoa, looks like you're running on dry, buddy. I gotta stop saying that. You may actually feel some type of way if I keep saying that to you.
And now this will stand. And swing again for 30.
It's just 30. Oh, you know what? I gotta calculate how many cards are left in my deck relative to like the offense I want to pull off next turn, because that's gonna be important. So this is gonna be then, okay, so if I take damage, I'll go down 8. I draw for turn, that's 7. Then if I charge and draw, that's 6. Oh, frick, yeah, okay. In which case, yeah, I gotta do it like this then. Let's go ahead and I need to guard this attack, so let's guard it with Green Dragon Shield and also this drum, the 5th Omnilord drum.
Next up, Burn Energy will boosted by Jackknife Dragon Baby will attack. This is 10, 15, 25, 38 to Vanguard.
And the other one's 35?
The other one's 35.
Okay. I'm going to guard with Green Dragon Shield and a critical trigger.
Right. 35 to Vanguard.
Let's guard, and then let's see here. So if I So in order to properly do my offense next turn, I'm gonna need to dig like so many cards. Yeah, you know what? Let me not even try. I'm just gonna garbage this because I've only got one more turn thanks to the amount of cards left in my deck.
Final phase.
Okay.
I will make sure you're getting everything you want. The special swings again for 35. You have another 25k shield?
Another 25k shield? No, but I do have 3 PGs. Just debating which one I want to give you. I'll just give you the blue dragon shield.
Cool. Oh well.
No.
Oh, so I've
Nice
turned
try.
a lot of cards out of your hand.
You sure did. But now, let me show you what a real final phase looks like. Stand and draw. Garbage. That was a heal trigger, dude. I could have healed out. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some stuff here. So right now I can charge and draw, and let's go ahead and do just that. Let's charge and draw, which will give me a gauge. And then from the drop, I can play this by binding it, and then I can gauge the top part of my deck and then draw. I, from the top of my deck, equip my arm card. My Sunrise Fist. My Vanguard gets 5,000 power, and then my front row drums are going to get 5,000 power as well. I may not have Persona Ride, but this makes it up. And then on top of that, I also get to have another 10,000 power to my Drum of the Future, which is honestly my favorite drum in this deck, dude. I love Drum of the Future. Also busted.
And then your two guys also get another 5,000 power.
Yep, they get 5,000 power from their drums and soul. They get another 5,000 power thanks to the skill of my fist, and then this one's getting another 10,000 power because of its own skill. Power, power, and more power. That's what this deck is all about, Xenon. It's about punching you in the face really hard with a flaming fist. Now, let's see what else I can do on this turn here, which isn't a whole lot based on how things have been progressing. So,
did you pay the gate for this one?
did I pay the... Oh, yeah, I need to pay a gauge for this one. So let me see here. Oh, okay, so I got one of two choices here, because I could attempt the Gargantua Punisher, but I think because I did that, I can't do the Gargantua Punisher anymore.
Do you even want to attempt the Gargantua Punisher?
I mean, I thought it would be really cool.
I feel like you would have to give up on Drum the Future.
I would have to give up on Drum the Future. Well, I could still get the auto decrease. It just wouldn't. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just being a silly Billy. I'm being an effing silly Billy. What the hell would I do that? You know what? Yeah, you right, Xenon. Let me do this instead. I'm gonna swap positions of these cards, and then by doing that, I can pay a gauge for skill of drum. What I got here?
So
do I have any?
Here's the thing. Remember what we did explain earlier? If you want to, I don't know if you have the capability to get the infinite power on this, but to do so, you need to specifically rest hit.
It's fine. I do not need that. I'm just doing it for the power, my guy.
Okay, no worries. Just making sure.
Let me
because the rulings are weird.
You're
gonna get another one. No, okay, you're gonna get. Ugh.
I'm gonna get Crimson Battler Drum. And you remember what his skill was, right, buddy?
Yep.
Alright. And when Crimson Battler Drum is placed, I choose, now I don't have to pay its effects at all, so I can just go ahead and calculate power. It gets 5,000 from item, 5,000 from Drum Bunker Dragon. And it'll also get a critical. On top of all of that, I can Soul Blast one. Am I doing that? I can call. So let's go ahead and swing. For 28, and this sucker's gonna get a critical. So this will be 28 with a critical on your Vanguard.
We will double intercept.
Oh, alright. But that's not all, not nearly. I'm gonna go ahead and link attack. And because of that, I get a ginormous amount of power, and Drum the Future now gains his iconic skill. So for this battle, we're going to be adding 18 to 33, which means that is going to be 1833, that is 41, and then that's 49. Okay, so you gave me a PG. Good stuff. I knew you were strong, but not strong enough. Check 1. Check 2. Critical trigger. I'm gonna give it all to Drum the Future. And then by counterblasting 1, I stand up both of these units. Now, EK, Drum the Future, attack you. Skill Hatsu, counterblast 1. He performs a drive check and shuts out all of your auto abilities. In total, this is going to be for 51 with a critical and 1 drive.
No, guard.
Check this drive. Get the frontal trigger. Power to the front row.
Damage check first. Second.
An anime finish. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that was a good game, brother. Well fought. That right there.
The thing that killed me was the crit. Ah!
It's always the crits, baby. Now, I'm not gonna lie. These decks complement each other very well. It feels as though like both of these decks definitely have room to like optimize, but Jackknife feels like it's a lot more straightforward and easy to optimize. Your Gold Ritter is such like a catch-all card that it's obvious that you want to build into that, and then from there your Jackknives have pretty uniform functions, it looks like, at least for now. We don't know the rest of the Jackknives that are coming out, but they have fairly uniform functions. They stack on top of each other, they get power, you have a pressure unit, you have a big gauge increase unit, and you just kind of go there. It seemed like you weren't decking out as much as I was, so definitely you may have a little bit more of a grind game comparatively speaking, because you also have the base 20k power. But in terms of the raw offense, the Gao and Drum Dragon definitely have like so much more explosive offense that it could do, and I think it's really because of Drum the Future. This card is insane to me, right? A Gabwelius that has like an easier condition and also can shut off auto abilities, aka you know what this thing is? This thing is like Gabwelius and Riftistor in one card. That's crazy to me, dude. I don't know why they did that, but it's amazing. Your Dragonic Punisher is easier to pull off, so I think it's probably better overall than Gargantua Punisher, because Gargantua Punisher is so ludicrous, right? Now, unfortunately, Dragonic Punisher only stands Jackknife, so you can't use this in this deck despite them both being Dragon World. It has to be in Jackknife, more or less. And I don't really think you can run Jackknives in this deck. You could, technically, but it's so impractical that you just want to run the Drum Bunkers. Whereas Jackknife can actually outsource a couple of the Drum Bunkers, it looks like, so that's kind of cool. The item here, it's pretty reach, but it's cool.
Technically, I could also play this, but honestly, I wouldn't.
Yep, you could play Gargantua Punisher if you want, right? So there are things that my deck has that your deck can use, but not the other way around. But I still think overall, which one do you think is the stronger deck right now? Because I feel like it is still Gao and Drum Bunker Dragon because it's got a stronger finisher.
Yeah, I definitely think it's that. Your deck, it's just the numbers that get hit are just so rough to deal with.
For real, dude. You have the hardcore Drum the Future. That's the crazy part, dude. It's this card, right?
Or you eat it.
It's like, if you can eat it, right? And it's like, if you can eat it, good job. But it's like, shoot, dude. Deck out, though, is a really big issue for this deck, right? Like, I'm not going to lie. This deck will deadass deck out faster than Blankmire, right? It's so
If I survive this turn, I lived this turn, I pretty much won.
Yeah, you just win by default, dude. You win by default. That's why I have to put everything into this offense. I'm like, I just need to go for it. And if you had hit a heal trigger there, you basically had game on board right there. Just another 5k shield and you had it. So that's how dangerous it is, right? I think Jackknife is just so much better on the defense, right? And it's got the better grind game. But it feels like the grind game, it being better at the grind game is not at the same level as this being better at like the kill game, right? The aggro of it. But, you know, even though Gao seems like it's the better deck, it's also weird because I think one thing that's going to really set Gao decks apart right now is people are going to realize pretty quickly they should drop it. They should drop this. You shouldn't be playing Gargantua Punisher. It doesn't matter, right? Instead, what you want to do is you want to play resource cards and also try to min-max like your deck pool and just rely on Drum the Future, dude. There are a couple of other cards though that I didn't use that are really cool in this deck, right? If you want to play a little more defensively, you can play this Drum right now. Now, Thunder Knight Drum is something that Xenon actually displayed, right? It's a huge interceptor. It also gets a little bit of power, so it's a really good unit on both sides of the aisle. But then there's one here that I kind of wish I got a chance to use, which was 5th Omnilord Drum. 5th Omnilord Drum lets you retire when the opponent's front row rear guards, and it gets 10,000 power by paying a gauge. And not only does it have the removal and power, but this is the really spicy part. When you take a damage, if you got a Gal Vanguard, and you don't have another of this guy, so that you can't stack this effect, right? But when you take a damage, you have Gal as your Vanguard, you can force the opponent to discard a card. Just straight up, they discard a card. That's really funny, dude. Especially against like certain low hand decks. What's up?
Just playing this card normally gives you a 20k shield interceptor.
Oh yeah, totally. If you use this with Drum Bunker Dragon, you should be sitting at about 20k shield because of like the Buddy Soul and Drum skill. That's really
this
effing
thing,
good.
That thing alone is 20k because it gets 5k on its own and then an additional 5k for each of its soul.
Oh, and that's on top of its 5. Yeah, so that means it's 25k normally with Drum Bunker Dragon, right? No. Drum Bunker Dragon even makes it better because Drum Bunker Dragon could have like a thing under its Buddy Soul, right?
Yeah. Well, so if you like Thunder Knight 5k, and then move to Guardian Circle 5k, 2 in Soul, an additional 10k, and then if you have a Bunker in Soul,
bro, okay, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Better MLB, better Gabuelius, better Gelman.
Better Gelman.
Better Gelman. It can protect itself. It's a Gelman that protects itself. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Outside of the deck filtering, better Zamoog outside of the filter.
Better. Here's a spicy take here. Do we call this better Elementaria? Spicy.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's an order, right? It's just like Elementaria. Now, you'll have to discard no matter what, but like, you get to countercharge one. Like, and you also get to play multiples of it, unlike Elementaria. So it's like, ooh, man. But it's an order, so you can only play one a turn, so don't put forward that, otherwise you will cuck yourself and kill
there is just this thing.
Oh, yeah, this thing. This one isn't even a better anything because it's just like, it's gauge, which we don't have like an equivalency for, but it's just a good card. It is a superior card, bro. These decks are superior, it feels like, man. I don't know what to say about these things, right? Like, they're both of the Buddyfight decks are really good. Like, we did a fight between them because, you know, it's the theme, right? We're fighting, you know, the buddies against each other, but if you rolled up with Jackknife on a lot of decks right now in format, it'd win. It could win, right? It's a little more fair compared to Gal Mikado, I think, but like, depending on the matchup, you could just shut them the F down. I mean, can you just imagine rolling up on Magnolia with this dude? Or well, like we said before, we just bully Blankmeyer with it, right? And Blankmeyer's like, you mean my ignorant card design doesn't work on you? No.
Alright, you want to know who else doesn't work on this? No Welstra. No,
you can't fly shoots Maxima, dude.
You can't even Yorianthe it.
Yeah, you can't Yorianthe it. They have to choose the opponent's Vanguard, man. Old Dragult, like Ignis can still get around this, but the original Dragult also gets cucked by this because it can't choose that Vanguard.
I don't. Oh right, because Dragult minuses like Ignis minuses the whole front row.
Yeah, Ignis is the front row, so it doesn't choose your Vanguard anymore. So Ignis can still get around it, right? I think they designed Ignis around that anyway, because they also wanted to retire back row to get rid of Ursula, because Ursula was like the old way of like denying a Dragult for Stoicheia decks. So yeah, like okay, anyway, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. These Buddyfight decks are insane. So whatever Buddyfight deck comes next, it's probably gonna be crazy too, man. I don't think they're stopping the train on this. I feel like every Buddyfight deck is gonna be probably like at least really good.
Honestly, if they somehow decide to give us Ancient World, I'd be happy. But I don't think they are.
Yeah. I don't think they are, but you know, maybe not right now. But here's the thing, right? We see a hint of like them leading for more stuff in the future, right? And we can see the hint in it because of this ride line card, right? So this is an item, but then you can do Sunfist. So the idea is that they might give us more items in the future, just generically. So it's like, or there might be more.
What is it? This thing, like just the flags themselves, also.
Right, the flags.
They act like, because they act like their original Buddyfight versions. How specifically, you can play cards that are either generic or Dragon World.
So more generics can go with it too. Yeah, like that
more
just
generic
makes sense.
Or Dragon World. It's why I get to also play your stuff because we're both Dragon World. But if they revealed something that was like Darkness Dragon World, you wouldn't be able to play that in like a Jackknife or...
Which makes sense, right? They have to keep some sort of archetypal stuff going on, and it also just keeps deck themed, so... I'm looking forward to the next one, though. Buddyfight's really freaking fun to play. Probably not too fun to fight against unless you're also Buddyfight, but like, it's really fun to play, dude. It's so intense. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and call that a video here. It was a bit of a long one, but to those of you who stuck out all the way to the end there, one, you're a G, but two, if you're looking for more Vanguard content somehow, then check out my other content on my channel. We do all sorts of Vanguard content, whether it's top 10s discussions, fight nights, custom card reviews, anime reactions, the whole shebang. We do it here. We've also got a couple of side content, right? Like I'm doing a little bit of gaming with Expedition 33. I started Shadowverse Worlds Beyond as well. So if you're a Shadowverse goon, you might actually be able to like catch me on a stream or a video or something and get on that there. I'm currently trying to get good with Haven and Runecrest, so we're gonna see how that goes, right? So if you want to join me on the journey, then be my guest. The more the merrier. I'd love to have you. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the handy dandy notification bell so you don't miss the next time I upload a video. And when that's it, take care and God bless.
Catch y'all later.